Hey, everyone. I am back with my September setup in my bullet journal. I am using a regular old bullet journal from uh, Staples. It is an 8x8, and right now we're just going through and seeing what I did in August. Look at all of that filled out, guys. I told myself I really wanted to dive into my bullet journal and just get back to planning and using it, because at some points I would like be filling it out and then not filling it out. And yeah, we definitely did good. I'm also trying to get back into journaling so that I get into the mode of journaling through my son's senior year and getting all of those moments, as obviously we all know senior year goes by so quick. So what you're seeing here, I did leave this in just because I wanted to show you things happen, mess ups happen. I really don't even know what happened here. But I had a page where I'd skip something and then made a week. I don't know. But we just cut those out. Move on. You don't have to worry about it. You don't even really have to cut them out if you don't care. I just wanted them cut out. Use a craft knife. I was so excited because I actually found it. I had lost it for quite some time, but I had found it. So last month definitely worked for me. So we're doing the same exact thing kind of that we did last year. We're setting up a whole month all in the beginning. We're going to get our weeks done. We are adding back a social media calendar. If you are following my other videos and my budgeting videos, you'll know that I recently went back to work. And so having 2 YouTube channels, TikTok, a new job that I'm working 3 to 4 days a week at, obviously 2 busy kids, and a house to run. It's a lot. So last month, I felt like my calendar got a bit busy and that I needed a bit more room for social media stuff and for personal stuff. So we are going to go back to 2 calendars. I am using Photoshop pretty much. I know it's a little weird. I just don't use any. I'm very efficient in Photoshop with being a photographer. Oh yeah, and then owning, I own a photography business. That's obviously my number one income. Let's just not remember to throw that in there. And so, it's just a lot to keep up with. And so when I'm very proficient in Photoshop. That's what I was getting to. And so when I go to make something, that is just where I go to. There's probably other ways. Canva is probably a great way to make calendars, all that kind of stuff. Actually, I should probably check out Canva. That might be even a better way. All right, so what we are using, it is September, and if I do not do fall stuff now, I won't do fall stuff at all, because October is definitely like a Halloween month for me. November November could be a fall month, but it tends to almost go towards the Christmas side. So I always do fall in September. Plus our temperatures have started decreasing around here, even though we have 1 week here of a little bit warmer. But Tracy Reed just put out her cider season kit, and it is the perfect kit to help me get through this setup. Now, I kind of did like what I did last month, is use a kit. I have printed out pattern papers, as you will see here, on sticker paper. And as you can see from the back of this, it is just Office Depot sticker paper. It does not have to be anything fancy. I used to have fancier sticker paper because I owned a sticker shop. I don't have that anymore. So I'm just using regular photo paper. Now here you're going to see, I did put that all down and it peeled back up. I was actually very surprised because I had cut wrong, very wrong. And I'm going to leave this in here because things do go wrong. Nothing is perfect all of the time. So here you're going to see me just cut that down even more. I don't know where my measurements went wrong, to tell you the honest truth. I thought I had all of this out. Now you're going to see it's a little crinkled, but once it goes down on the paper, it really, you can't tell that I pulled all of this up. So, and again, my bullet journal is not perfect. It is not where I'm a perfectionist. I really am not a perfectionist in any part of my life, really. My motto is, as long as the job got done, that is perfect. All right, so now I got that all done. See, you can pretty much not even see that it is done. Now, in real life, there is a few crinkles, but not really that many. And now I know I probably have cut this one wrong also, so I'm going to chop that down a little bit more before I make the mistake twice. We're going to try and learn from lessons, right? And put this down. Again, like I said, I just made these in Photoshop with like the line tool, I think. Like I said, I will see if I'm pretty sure I can do it much better in Canva, to tell you the honest truth. So I'm going to try it there because obviously I need to go and make October, November, and I'm going to try and make December. And then once you get like the templates done, you know, there's only so many templates to make for 1 year. So once I get all of the combinations pretty much, then I won't have to make them again. I'll just have to reprint them. So that's pretty much where I want to be for this, because I probably will never draw out another calendar, because I am just draw out calendar. That's what takes so long, like counting out the spaces, all that kind of stuff. Look at that one, turned out worse than honestly the first one. Like I got the corner wrong, and then I think like my hands got sweaty or something and smeared the ink. So whatever. All right. I also am just going to write in the dates. Nothing fancy, guys. Nothing super fancy around here. So if you are looking for the super cute, super adorable and like perfect planners, unfortunately, I'm probably not the person to go to. I'm like, make it cute, get it done, but it's not perfect. And there's some parts where I'm just not spending, like I used to stamp them out and all that kind of stuff. Like, no, I just don't have that kind of time anymore. I just don't, or patience, really. I'm using this this is the Iris alphabet stamp set from Carrie Bradford. Unfortunately, I probably need to stop using these for you guys, because unfortunately once she like sells out of these or does a pre-order, she doesn't bring them back very often. But I will link it here. Maybe she has like a notify button, because occasionally she brings some back, but not very often. But this was one of her really popular ones, so you never know. Also using Autumn for the color of ink, and this is from Close to My Heart. Yes, I just used the wrong stamp there. I realized after I did that I used the M and N one, because she will put letters together in her stamp sets, which I love, that kind of like go together. So, but yes, I did just print out the sticker sheet from the Cider season. I will link it here for you. And I believe it is going to be 50% off for the week. So if you are seeing this within the first few days of this going live, jump over there. But also Tracy has sales all the time, so check her out. And her stuff is so versatile. I use it all the time in my planner, and then in scrapbooks, and in many different other places. So definitely check her out. And if you are a plaid person, check her out, because she is amazing with her plaids. So you'll probably see a lot of this. And then if you are interested in scrapbooking or card making, definitely jump over to my second YouTube channel, which is Create with K. This one is Plan with K, and then I have Create with K. And you will see this kit in even more action over there, as I am going to be starting my October daily and doing some other spreads. All right, so yeah, just putting some stickers down, guys. I'm literally not trying to think about this all too much. I am literally just putting stickers down and trying to make this look cute so that I use it and that I'm excited to use it. And then honestly moving over. Okay, so this is where I was like, you're going to see me fidget with this for a minute. And then I'm like, I could have swore I printed this out on sticker paper, and I did not. So I ended up having to like glue all these pieces down, which is fine. If you don't have sticker paper, you can do it just like this also. You'll just have to use some tape runner or some liquid glue and put that down. I just always find it easier, especially in my bullet journal. That's where I'm like, okay, obviously I did not print this on sticker paper because it's not coming apart. I find it easy in my bullet journal just to print them out on sticker paper and put them down. especially for like strips of paper. You can literally like tear it and then put it down, and you don't have to worry about tape runner and glue or it coming up on the sides because you did not, glue it completely down. So that's just the way I like to do it. I think sticker paper is phenomenal for your bullet journal, and not too expensive. You can pick it up on Amazon or, like I said, at Staples for like a couple of bucks. So, all right, so here I go. I am going to finish my calendar. So here, obviously, I'm just stamping out September. One reason I do love this stamp set, it's beautiful. Two, is it's so versatile. You can make things look so different. This looks much different than what I used on my top or on my intro page, because you can mix and match the lowercase and the uppercase in this font. So love that. And then honestly, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm just going to put a few stickers or a non-stickers / supposed to be stickers up at the top. And then I'll just chop off, what is overlapping pretty much. Do not use a ton of glue if you are using liquid glue. I probably actually recommend you just using tape adhesive. I'm so used to grabbing my liquid glue with card making and everything that I just grabbed it. And I'm cheap and I don't like tape runner tends to be a little bit more expensive. But so yeah, I'm just cheap and I have a lot of scrapbooking projects coming up and projects in general with my oldest becoming a senior this year that I can just see a lot of tape runner being used here soon. So liquid glue is cheap and it goes forever. So, but if you do use liquid glue, A, it takes a little bit longer to dry, and B, do not use a ton because you don't want it to buckle. Here you're going to see I accidentally spelled this wrong, but I was like, oh, I think I can make this happen because the A and the D looked very similar. So I just used the top of the D to change that up from an A to a D. There we go. So this is my social media. Again, just going to grab those stickers and throw a few up here and call it good, guys. Then I'm going to go back to that pattern paper a little bit. And actually, that was probably a little bit too much glue. So don't even use that much glue. But I am going to go back right here, back to this pattern paper, cut a little bit of it down just to add it at the bottom of this page, just to jazz it up jazz it up a little bit, add a little bit of that color down there. You can rip the edges. You could do anything. I mean, I just kept it extremely simple, guys. I am, like I said, I am adjusting to life a little bit right now with my new job. I think this week was like Labor Day. My kids were actually gone for Labor Day, and I was trying to, get used to school schedules and new schedules. Labor Day is usually always my birthday weekend also, so we were doing a little bit of celebrating. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep things simple. Plus, I know that coming up in the months of September, October, and November and December, I am very crafty, creative, always doing projects, baking, doing something. So I am trying to let my brain rest a little bit before we go into these super creative months for me, because I know that in months past I have burnt out a little bit, because I just get so excited for the fall and all that kind of stuff that I tend to go a little bit overboard and burn myself out before we even get to those creative months. So just trying to do real simple. This is where I was like, do I need to change it up? Do I want to change it up? I have a system that's been working for me, but with the journaling part, as you can see, I've been doing a lot of journaling, and I've been going back and forth with, do I want to journal on separate pages? I've just been going back and forth. So this month I'm not. I decided kind of when I'm doing this first one, that I'm not going to change too much. The only thing I am going to change is this lower portion. Now you're going to be like, that didn't change at all. It is going to change. I'm going to ignore that first line that is automatically on the paper, because normally I would split it into two boxes, one for like activities and schedules like baseball, jobs, that type of thing. But I'm going to ignore that first line and just do a bottom one to give me just a little bit more room for journaling, actually more room for my to-do list. I was finding that I wasn't making as big of as a to-do list because I was afraid I wouldn't have any room for journaling that day. So I could white it out. It might bother some people. It doesn't tend to bother me too much, so I'm going to leave it. Next, I'm automatically going through and going to header my days of the week. This is an L Studio stamp set. If I can find it still, I will link it. I have a lot of LA Studio stamp sets that are now like retired or not longer selling because I got them. I'm a cheap crafter. So I will wait until they are on, it's the last of the thing and buy them at that point. So this one might not be, but they have like so many good day of the week stamps. So definitely check them out, but I will link a few below here if you're interested. And I'm going through, and this is a good way just to get it done. Like use stamp, flip the page. As you can see, I'm like, oh, I forgot to put a Thursday on that one. And stamp out 4 Fridays or 4 Mondays, 4 Tuesdays, all that kind of stuff. And it goes by so fast. And then I don't have to think about it when the week actually comes. Because I think that's where I was definitely getting bogged down in weeks past, is like every new week I would have to, like, I'd be ready on Monday to get going and be productive. And then I'd be like, oh, I have to stop and like spend time putting together my bullet journal. And I'm like, no. I just cannot do this anymore. I'm just going to take a good hour and set up a whole month. And I don't even think that this honestly took me an hour. I think all of my footage, looks like my footage is about 45 minutes long, to tell you the honest truth. So almost an hour. And I probably could have done a bit more. Again, like I said, I was just pretty busy this point of time. So I was like, this is good enough. This is good enough. And I really wanted to get stuff into my calendar is what I wanted. So hopefully I can start doing this. Like I'm actually probably going to try and start setting up October here pretty soon, just so that I can start getting stuff for October organized. I really need to start working a little bit ahead of my schedule a little bit more, as much as I can with my creative team stuff, because of my new job. So hopefully we'll have an October setup here for you soon, even though I probably will still just post it at the beginning of October just to keep my schedule. But then I'll at least have it on time and not, 9 days late like this one is. Though I did have to wait for this kit to be released, actually, to post this. So that's probably why this one's a little bit later. Now, like I said, is this for everyone? Absolutely not. Everybody doesn't like every single week the same. Some people don't like to use the same headers every single week. But if you are looking for a simple, effective, functional bullet journal, this is perfect. Or even a beginnerish bullet journal, this is perfect setup. It's a very easy setup, and it is literally just putting down a few stickers. You don't need to draw, you don't need to color, and a couple of stamps, and you're good to go. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and then I'm going to leave here on the screen last month's setup, so definitely go check that out if you haven't already, and I will see you guys all